The following is a special presentation of MRUno Division 1 Super League 2025. Hasseem the Dream Acosta. Off the bye, into the fray, welcome back. When you make a debut, it's time to make a grand entrance. And for Hasseem, what better way to play it into a statement? A statement made by one monkey. We talk about revenge is sweet. Well, it was only sweeter when you win 5-2 basically and have a meaningless game 8. For Monkey, he's the only winner playing in Week 2. Blair is on the bye. But Mr. Sliced Bread is known for bananas and cookies and cream. But tonight, he used to be known for one other thing. Playing the pace. Pace control is back. Acosta, slow the game down. Monkey, fast, speed the game up. It's that sweat versus the ice. Are you team ice? Or are you team sweat? Whether you like it slow or fast, it's the dynamic we're ready to experience under the lights in the BKK. The streets are flowing. The dream is alive. Sliced banana bread is kicking. The points leader of Group B is in action. But one answer matters. Does Monkey continue the domination? Can Acosta get a confidence-building win? It's Group B, it's Week 2, and it starts now on MRE.
Welcome back to Super League here on the MRE Uno channel, Division 1. We are here in Match Day 2, and it is I, G-Man, bringing you some Super League coverage here on this fine Tuesday evening. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We have quite the match for you here as Hasseem Acosta makes his Super League and postseason debut tonight. First ever match in Super League after making it here. He had the bye week in match day 1. Now will be playing in match day 2, and he goes up against Monkey, who got off to a pretty strong start in match day 1, getting a win over Toaster Guy in a bit of a tough spot now going into week 2. But for Monkey, doing in the best spot he can be, looking to get 6 points on the board here to try and extend that lead. Let's get into the coverage here for pregame here, but we'll start with Acosta's season recap, since this is his first match of the postseason. He is coming in as the number 9 ranked player. That will update when the groups finish, whether he makes it to the bracket phase or not. March Madness and Automotive April did not get off to the best starts. Costa historically hasn't found the most success in this league, but again, lost to some good players there. KT 4-2, Toasty 4-2. Really didn't really know it at the moment there, but was a sign to come of what he can do here. And then the big breakout, Movie May, made it to the Elite 8. Got, I believe, his second career win in that tournament, and then had a run all the way to the regional finals. Was able to make it all the way there. Came up one game short of the final 4. Lost to Abion 5-4, but a good run there to try to carry some of that energy moving forward. Wins on Logan, Yoshi, and Ed during that run, I believe. And then in Jackpot, Jim was able to defeat Allen in the round of 64, but then lost to eventual tournament champion Vapor 4-2. And then did the same in Apocalyptic August, except he was able to break through that round of 8 barrier and made his first career Final 4. Did it at the right time and got some huge wins. Got some long-term revenge over Yepes. That was his first ever opponent in MRE. I was able to get a big win over Lara and Brad as well. Really helped boost the resume and put him into this spot. And now he is into the group phase here for Super League, and we'll see what he does. This has been a breakout back half of the season for Acosta, and he has been rewarded with a spot in the playoffs here. Now we will see what he does, as he is really looking to be someone to contend with here, as he's currently projected to make it out of the groups, but we'll have to see how that goes. As again, this will be his first match day. He got the first match day to watch and learn, see how these other players are playing the game. And again, this is best of 8, no power play, so we can have a draw here. So it's a little bit different for Acosta. We'll see how he adjusts to it. Let's take a look at the standings here going into this one. As I mentioned, Monkey walked out of match day 1 with a win over Toasty. This is for standings for Group B here. Gold and background share a point each, 1-1. For Acosta, again, he had the bye after for week 1. I believe the bye for week 2 is Varigold. I believe Varigold has the bye for week 2, so we'll see how that goes. But I mean, again, for Monkey, he really wants to try to get the win here, create some separation here. That'd be 6 points with everyone else with 1 or fewer. That'd be a big advantage for him. And then Costa looking to get off on the right foot here and try to get some points on the board to make up the gap for missing week 1. Again, top 3 from each group make it into the bracket phase. So just want to be in that top 3. Don't want to be in those bottom 2 spots. Acosta at the moment in those bottom 2. And then for the schedule, again, Group A, Group B, this is the full schedule for the entire group phase. Week 3, week 4, week 5 don't have actual times locked in yet, but those are the matches to look forward to. But for this, we have Toasty and background of Group B happening tomorrow at 4 p.m. And then for Group A, it's 7 p.m. Nick versus Caesar, and then Thursday, the wrap it up, Brad versus Gone. Then up next, Costa Monkey starting it off, and yes, Varigold will be the bye for this one. So we'll see how this works out for him. For Acosta, it's an interesting road here, because I mean, you see week 3 he has Toasty. That's going to be a big match, especially if Acosta does not come away with a win here. That could be a game with a lot of implications if both those guys walk into that match with 0 points, and then for Acosta wraps it up with background and then Varigold. We'll have to see the implications on those matches as we get through it. But again, goal is to win. Goal is to finish with 12 points. So we will see if any of these players are able to do that. Monkey looking to get up to 6 here. Acosta looking to get his first win in his first career postseason match. We will see who comes out on top here. But we'll jump into the stream here. And this is going to be an interesting one, because again, I'm joined by Tapir here. However, had to wait a little bit for him to jump in here. We'll be hopping in a few minutes. So no pregame from him, but we'll go to our players to start. Acosta is listening to the stream, so for Acosta, since he is listening to it, this is your first career playoff appearance. It's been quite the season for you, especially in the back half. Just kind of thoughts on making it to this point here, and now facing off against Monkey, who got off to one of the better starts of everyone here in this group phase, and just kind of what you're gonna do the walk in, the try to get it started on the right foot and not fall behind early. All right. Again, it's just some communications between the ref. Yeah, so some communications for the ref here. Avian will be the ref. We'll see what Acosta has to say while Acosta's typing that. Monkey, kind of similar boat where this is your first playoff appearance. However, unlike Acosta, this is not your first match, because you played in match day 1. Came away with a big win here, having an opportunity to get up to 6 points early, which we saw last season. 6 points was a pretty decent spot to at least secure third. Obviously, no securities yet until the rest of it plays out, and can't really lock up a spot until the end of week 3, but thoughts on kind of starting off the right foot here, and just what you're going to try to do here to get the 5-game wins tonight and be at 6 points heading into basically your middle portion, since that'll be halfway done for the group phase on your end. All right, so There's a question for Monkey, and then for Acosta. I plan to be more aggressive in my play today. For my first time, I feel good to see what happens playing tonight. All right, well, again, this will be interesting because this has been a very interesting Super League field. Again, looking at the schedule, I mean, look, you have some people who were in here last season. Brad wasn't in the group phase, but was in Super League. Then you also have Toasty, who was in the group phase, but not off to the best start. And then you have two rookies gone background, last two to make the field. And then you have some people who were definitely thrown into the mix that really not a lot of people were expecting coming into the season. Monkey, Lara popped up and made it in. Acosta, Nick got the win in March Madness, and I mean don't see him here because he had the top 4 seed, but Mac Johnson also. So a lot of big surprises that made the field this season, and there's definitely going to be a lot of players who are playing in their first postseason. So I think it's going to add another element to a lot of these matches here. But here's what Monkey has to say, and then Tapir just joined, so I'll get his quick thoughts here. For Monkey, it's crazy, man. Good start on the right track for me. How I want to play is just like last time, calm and collected, not changing that at all. Getting too scared or stressed screws me in the end, so I got to play calm and collected. Would be awesome so us get another win, but we will find out. But that is it for the players. But before we begin, Tapir, welcome to the booth here. Great to have you here. Any just quick thoughts on this matchup here before we begin for Acosta, first career playoff match? Monkey looking to make it 2-0 in the group phase and get up to 6 points. Just kind of any thoughts and expectations going into this for either side? I don't know if it
I
appears.
feel like this is going to be a really hard-fought match.
All right. That's all.
Hello?
Or hello. Yeah, we heard you. You're good. It's a little quiet, but you said hard fought match.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really hard-fought match. I think both players have nothing to prove here because they're here, right? And I definitely think that they're going to be pulling out all the stops tonight. I guess if you had asked me to put together a list, like the top 10, uh,
Top 10 what? Hello. Um, you said you said top 10 and then cut off. Buffering bad. Okay. Yeah, we'll try to figure this out as we go along. I think it's usually his internet when it comes to Peer, unfortunately, but yeah, okay. I mean, for Tapir, probably aggressive. Probably like looking for both players to be aggressive here. I think we'll just get it going here. All right, so we'll just get things rolling here. Since again, for Acosta, wanted to try to get this going a little quicker, so we'll get it rolling. Acosta, the first half for the homestand is gonna be Monkey, so he'll have the call for games 1 and 4. Avian's gonna be the ref. For Monkey, I think just gonna need to type the card start here, but we will be set to begin here. And we'll see what Monkey goes with here to kick things off. Alright, gonna go with 10. Alright, so starts with 10, pretty much the middle of the pack here. And with this, we will get things going here for the start of match day 2 for Super League. I hear a lot of mic noises from Tapir. And Yellow 8, that'll be what we kick things off. Tapir, you good?
I went ahead and switched mics out. I don't know if this is better.
Hear you crystal clear. So, so far looking good.
All right, perfect.
All right, but I mean,
We'll see how that
Monkey,
holds up.
yeah, but Monkey started with the 10 here. I know your pregame got a little cut off. But I mean, just kind of if you want to continue on that train of thought there, and just kind of going into game one, what you're seeing.
Absolutely, yeah. All I was saying was, if you had asked me to put together a list of like the top 10 or top 15 players that I thought would make Super League, sort of like a ranking or something at the beginning of the season, I don't think these two would make that list just because they're just not talked about that much in like high profile rankings and everything. But they are here, they made it. It's a testament to how good they are. As we see a ditto there, blue 8. But it's great to see, that so many players are capable of making Super League and holding their own among the best of the best, of course. Both Acosta and Monkey trying to continue their season, their run here in the group stage. So we'll see how that unfolds. But it's great to see that everyone's here is capable of being one of the best in the business. And I think it's going to be a really hard fought match. I think we're going to see all the stops pulled just to get all those points accumulated here as we get game one underway.
Yeah, we have game one underway here. We've seen a few switches here or there. Monkey was out on blue, but Acosta kind of freed him a little bit. But Acosta onto an early start here. Goes into yellow 9. That already puts him down to 4. Monkey looking to fight back here. I mean, early start for Acosta. We're past 2 minutes in this one. And it's going to be a wild green for Monkey trying to throw Acosta off, get him to draw. And not going to
We'll
find
see
it
what
yet.
comes of this.
And
Just
we got
trying to
Ditto.
kind of empty his hand there a little bit.
Mhm.
Of course, ditto on the Apez there. Yep.
I guess the question
Acosta
really
looking for a
is,
response.
I guess the question really will be, can Acosta find something here to maybe wrap this one up here? 'Cause, I mean, he's on the plan A track so far. Looking to keep it going here. And that is going to do it. Yeah, there you go. Game one goes to Acosta. Good start for him. Gets the plan A to finish that one. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this now. I'm actually thinking the wild green was actually a big help for Acosta there, because that was a stray card. And he was gonna have to draw on that next turn, so that actually works out perfectly for Acosta.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes you get those right switches though, and just everything kind of lines up. Very well
Well,
played.
yeah, I mean, Acosta, I don't really got much for you on that one. You kind of ran plan A there, got some switches at the right time, but I guess just kind of thoughts on your feelings when you saw when after you played the L9, you saw the wild green come into the mix. And then for Monkey, just kind of anything else he could have done, or just not really much. +2 in a wild. All right, so I mean, was it a second wild, or was it the one you played? Guess I helped him at the end. But I
Yeah,
mean, that's interesting. He had a +2, so maybe could have used that to try to block.
for sure. Yeah. So it just if you can get that opportunity to kind of make it make sense. Um, but yeah, that's about it.
Had another wild, but didn't know what he had, so I hope maybe something could have happened differently. Yeah, unfortunately, green was kind of the fatal color there. But or not just Pacers, yeah. But I mean, not really much else to say beyond that. We'll go to game two here. It's still gonna be, still gonna be Monkey's call, of course, as Monkey will have the first 4 games. That's the way we work it with Super League. So, Monkey looking to have a bounce back here. We'll see what he goes with, but not the start he was hoping for there to appear.
Definitely not. We'll see if he can take back his homestand. Starting off with
Well,
11 here for game 2.
yeah, gonna go one up here. Doesn't necessarily want to go away from the mid tier yet, but of course, just trying to mix it up a little bit here, especially with the the CSR, because you know if you I mean if you double down on that and it doesn't work, then it's kind of like one more option later on for your opponent.
Absolutely.
Well, green 9 is going to kick things off here. We saw a switch at the start of game 1. Won't get it here. We will stay with the green for now, unless Acosta chooses to switch off the 4. He will not. Goes with the G6 Vapor, the number 1 overall seed of this tournament. We'll see him in the bracket phase.
Sitting pretty on Bye Island for right now.
And we are
Ditto
getting
there.
we're getting a lot of dittos here. Been noticing that thus far. And that is again the two both dittos coming at the same time. Again, there's emojis in both the D1 and D2 server in case someone doesn't have Nitro. But yeah, that's also both green 4's gone. That's going to be Monkey drawing again, so that's not what he needed. That's all. Again, that's both green 9's gone. We have been sticking pretty straightforward with the cards we're actually playing here, because that's really just 3 different cards than just both of them get played right there.
All it is, there's just 3 pairs of the same card just flushed from the deck. Then automatically we get trip 9s followed by a blue 6. Acosta looking for a response here. Let's see if he continues on the blue. Nothing in yellow, I don't believe, as of yet.
No yellow yet. This is only our 3rd color here. I mean, red we barely were on anyways. So Acosta looking to get 2 plan A's in a row. Plan A doesn't necessarily mean it was a monster hand per se. It's more or less just kind of didn't have to draw it to the end. Sometimes it just works out with the switches. But he is currently working that so far. Hasn't drawn once this series in any capacity. No +2s, no anything.
For sure. Yeah. Blue 5 though.
That wild's
Well,
gonna
there's
help.
our 4th Pandora's with the wild there.
That wild is gonna help him out a little bit here. We'll see if Monkey has a response. And he's going to have the +2, and that's actually going to be a draw from him. So gives him 2, but then runs out, leaves it open. We'll see if Acosta has a +2 and punishes this, or if he can close the door. But Monkey trying to disrupt Acosta's game plan here.
Doing all he can for right now. Of course, Acosta definitely wanting to take this to 2-0 this early into the series.
Acosta is taking a while on this one. I mean, again, it's 3-5 now. Monkey was down to 2 before he had the draw. So this is going to be an interesting spot in this series here. We've seen Acosta sometimes with these longer drawn out plays, kind of just part of what he's been able to do here. I mean, we've seen it in the past before where he played long and it just really never went anywhere. But I think one of the biggest changes he's had is he had something go in the direction he needs to, and more long term. But I mean, he punishes the open +2 with a yellow, and he is back into yellow. So that's +4 for Monkey. He goes up to 7, now 6. Acosta is back down to 3. Maybe looking for a finish. Maybe looking for a finish here. No, okay, down to 2. I mean, if he had a finish, I think he wouldn't have taken that long. All right, that's fine.
Probably
yeah,
not.
we're still sticking with yellow here. We'll see if Acosta, this is what he wants. No, it is not. He is out on yellow. It's his first draw. That's his first self draw of the entire series. And with Monkey playing now, that could flip the scoreboard a little bit.
Gives him an opportunity to run here. if he takes it. Goes over to green, gives Acosta the break he needed, possibly to run.
No.
Draws again. That's huge.
Monkey draws also, so both
Interesting.
kind of played themselves into a corner.
Yep, and sometimes you just need that reset from Draw City, right? Because if you don't have any options, get some options from Draw City. Draw City knows all, of course.
Charlotte City, the all-knowing and wise. We'll see what both these players get from here. They both got close, but not quite there. But now we'll be in Charlotte City on the green. I think the interesting thing for Acosta is that's two colors he's been drawing on. So I'm not really sure where he'll stand once this is done, because there was no yellow, there was no green, so that kind of leaves a question mark on red and blue. But he did switch out of blue also, so I'm curious to see what he may have on that red, because I think he at least has something on red.
You would think so, yeah. I don't think he would be one color. Like that just seems too unlikely at this point. No green, no yellow, of course. We got something. It
Acosta,
looks like a top deck.
I mean, it's gonna be a self ditto, not really gonna, or not, it's gonna be a ditto, but not really gonna do much there. Acosta Monkey is actually going to get the switch to yellow there, so at least we're guaranteed to keep it going.
You would think that has to be a top deck. I mean, if he's holding on to it, especially after a ditto, that's crazy work. He's gonna go to yellow 9 now. Costa with a response. See what he does here. He's got 7, Monkey's got 8, so he is slightly in the lead.
He's slightly in the lead. I mean, another table check here. I mean, we got a triple play here into the red, which we talked about before, so Costa maybe looking to get something going there.
It's McCad! Anyway.
That's almost a ditto there, because I mean the reverse for the
Almost, yeah.
that's not gonna count because it needs the yellow reverse there for that to count as a chain ditto. But yeah, red 2. And there's the +2 from Monkey here, so that throws him back, and I think that gives him the lead. Yes, it will. And these +2s, I mean, I'm wondering if it's kind of been Acosta has the lineup, and then 2 more cards jump into the mix, and that kind of throws him off balance here.
Ruins the party a little bit. We'll see how he recovers, though. Seems to be doing all right for right now. Monkey drawing now.
Yeah, Monkey out at the moment. Will Costa keep it going, or would you have another draw city? 8 minutes on this one, so much longer than the first game. And we got another draw city,
We did,
so...
yeah, we did mention Acosta having something in red, perhaps. Seems like maybe he's exhausted all that, or maybe he's keeping 1 or 2 in the back pocket, perhaps. Let's see.
Alright, well, we were, Game 1 did not show it, but we were seeing some of the more, longer pace play from Acosta here in Game 2 here. Looking to probably get past 10 minutes here, barring an incredible top deck. Speaking of the incredible top deck, he gets a top deck +4 into blue. And throws Monkey back 4 more, down up to 10. Right, blue 6 from Monkey here. I mean, I'm not surprised he has a play here, but for Acosta, maybe a door opener here. Looking to take advantage here, down to 2. Ooh, and the yellow switch from Monkey here.
Back to the 7, yellow 7.
How does that set up Acosta here? Is that going to be a draw, or is it Uno, finish, something in between?
I would
Let's
have
take a
to
moment.
assume Acosta's limited on his colors at this point. he has yet to throw down a lot of ammo, relatively speaking.
You'll revert. Well, that was only
Oh,
by
there you go.
itself. That I'm not sure if this is it. It only did that by
Just got
itself. Never mind. Okay, well that
there you
was
are. A
I
little
mean
bit
that
of a
was
flex.
technically a fatal switch, but not really. I mean the +4 was gonna seal it no matter what. But yeah, you know, for Acosta, that +4, that one of those +4s coming in from the top deck was big. Got rid of the 2 blues and then was just kind of set from there. So it's 2-0 Acosta now in 10 minutes. So we did go over the 10-minute mark, but only by just 7 seconds. But Costa 2-0, worked hard, fought for that one. Ultimately, that one came down to what very likely was a top deck +4. I mean, just kind of thoughts on the pace, how you control the pace of that game, and be able to go up 2-0 now, and in a pretty good spot so far for the series. And the +2 gave him 1 +4 in a reverse, so that did set off a little bit. I do want to actually see what the score is. Well, oh man, Yankees. They were up 10-1, and now it's 10-8. Unfortunate, but back to the
Oh
game.
goodness.
Pa Pace has been good so far, just going with the flow. Monkey down 2-0. You have 2 more games left in your homestand. Anything you feel you maybe could do a bit of an adjustment on, or still just trying to go with what you had entering this game and trying to rebound to get a split here in this first half. Yeah, we'll see what Monkey does. What Monkey has to say here. He's typing this one up again to Pierre. Not the start Monkey was hoping for here 2-0, and I mean with no power plays here, this definitely comes down to just being able to do clean gameplay. So I mean your thoughts. Well, I'll read this first, but your thoughts here on Monkey in after these first 2 games. But before that, still trying to be calm and collected. It's kind of crazy how not gotten luck. I think I would get, but it's okay. I'm gonna keep trying to get back into this.
Right, yeah. But right now it's about momentum, right? Because Acosta's got those first 2. He's going to try and get the next 2 and completely take Monkey's homestand out right from under him. For Monkey, it's going to be just trying to stay alive at this point. Definitely wants to get back in the swing of things for sure. He's going to see what he can do about, hoping that the cards get back in his favor and then hopefully getting some wins for himself. So, got a lot of game left to play. Still excited to see what goes on here.
Yeah, still a lot to play. There's still six games to go, and again, I mean it's 4 for to get to secure the point. So Acosta not quite there yet, but in a good spot. Game 3 will be Monkey's call. We've seen 10, we've seen 11. Do we see maybe a return, or do we see maybe go somewhere else in the range? Okay, 13. So he's gonna actually do +2 rather than +1. I mean, to hear your thoughts on the card start here. I mean, we saw Monkey go for mid-range here. It wasn't really working. He's going to go for, like, the bottom of hides here now.
Yeah, for sure. Just kind of leveling up a little bit, getting some more options, right? Because when you're down like he is, you want time to be able to plan your hand and your strategy the way that you can do best. So having more cards is definitely the way to do that.
Yep, all right. There we go. Audience got it set, and we'll get things going with game number 3. And now. All right, and, ooh, it's my card that we started with. Yellow
Ooh,
+2
it's his card.
is my card. There's actually one thing I want to wonder. I'm not really sure what's going. It's like it's on this one. I'm not really sure what's going on with it. Like some of the coloring is weird. It's like smudged over. I'm not really sure what happened with that, but that's
Oh,
besides the point. But as Monkey's not gonna go for the +4 off the start there, Just gonna go with the door closer, the yellow 5.
Yeah, get that out of there. And yellow 1, Brock 1 there from Acosta. Monkey with a response.
I mean, for Monkey, he
Of
hopes he
course, as
has a
I
response. It's a
hopefully,
13
yeah.
card start.
I mean, we've seen situations where you just are absolutely sucked dry right from the get-go of any response in your hand. Hopefully that's not the case for Monkey. Seeing he is in a desperate 2-0 spot, I'd hate for him to have to draw some more, considering he has so many cards as it is.
Well, Monkey has taken a while on this one here after one play. So I'm not really sure what's going on here on his end. Because I don't see him typing either.
A little bit of a think stop moment. He just wants to evaluate his options for sure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely want to evaluate your options here. Although I'm surprised he's this early in the game as well. I mean, he still has 12 cards, so
The
I,
funny thing is, we can't even rule out a 12 bagger because there's enough ammo in the deck. That would be absolutely incredible if we had a 12 bagger here.
I mean that could happen, maybe,
And
but
very
oh well, Monkey
improbable,
just
but still.
disconnect. So Monkey just disconnected.
Uh-oh.
So
Perhaps
maybe
internet like I had.
maybe an internet issue. Um, back-to-back games internet. Okay, so yeah, internet issue there for
Yep.
Monkey. All right, so that's what ended up happening. I kind of had a feeling, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep it going with the yellows. Long think about that yellow 7 there to
Absolutely.
appear.
Absolutely. Yeah, we knew what you was doing, Monkey. We knew. Y'all don't gotta hide from us.
Well, there's
We
your
knew you had
ditto.
some ditto again. Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of dittos in this series. I think it's like at least the 5th.
That's gonna be trip 8s from Acosta.
And that's 182 money for Blunky. He draws on the blue, which is interesting because I think that means potentially no blues on the start there. And I say potentially because he could be holding something, you never really know, but
Could
still
be.
interesting.
But we called it, right? Sometimes there's just hands where you don't have a single color, especially on a 13 start as big as it is, if you can believe it.
Oh,
Acosta
wait a
continuing to run
second.
on the blues.
Oh, I see
Monkey
what the
continuing to draw.
I just looked at this because I think it was more clear on Nick's. I saw what the smudginess is on the background. It's actually the background of one of the temples for the logo, so I did not actually notice that. That's what it
I
actually
see.
is. Yeah. But I mean, for Monkey, he is currently in trouble right now because he's drawn 3 times on blue, and now Acosta's out of blue going into red. Really looking for this 3-0 here
Sure.
and trying to make Monkey fight from way down under in this in this back half of the series. Maybe even Acosta trying to make these last 3 games meaningless in terms of the outcome, but still valuable in terms of the game differential.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Zero sugar though, from Monkey on the green. Acosta seeing what he can do now.
Yeah, let's see. Still running the green. There's your table check there. I mean, it's a pretty big gap. We've seen Acosta in the lead for a good chunk of this series. There's been points where Monkey's been able to get out ahead, but it's been mostly Acosta control here, just kind of been able to run the cards down pretty quickly.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll see what happens. Monkey going down to the Aria 1. That main floor action.
Let's see what he brings to the table on this one. It is Acosta's turn. Acosta is typing,
Quick
could
check
look
it.
for maybe that 4-card run to the end and make it 3-0.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, there it is.
Oh, looks like he's got it.
6-0-2, and it is 3-0 Acosta. Acosta on a roll right now. That is another +4 in that chain to finish it off. So, Acosta in a very good spot at the moment here. 4-0 on the +4s as well, really kind of dominating that category at the moment.
Monkey
Yeah, I
will
mean that. Yep.
definitely be losing, composure at this point if I was him. But there's still time left. But of course, for him, a 2-1 would have been better than 3-0. But I don't think there was much else he could have done there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. I mean, he could have done something with the +2, as you said, but yeah, I mean, Acosta, really good start here, 3-0. You're able to win on the +4s here with the 4-0 at the moment here. Just any thoughts? Potentially could sweep the away stand and guarantee a point and kind of make this home side pretty easy. Just have to win one of those 4 to secure the win. Any thoughts on how this is going thus far? Impressive start for his first postseason match as well in his career.
Absolutely, yep.
I'm gonna do a little Uno log here. That is not how you spell Uno log. Why is Uno log not working? No.
Bork. There we go.
There it is. All right. I don't know why it delayed so long.
19 minutes on the dot for right now. Cumulative as we get into game 4. Acosta's saying it feels all right, honestly, just doing me and playing with what I got. Yeah, it's really all you can do at this point. Just kind of go with the flow and play the cards bot gives you. Especially being up 3-0, you kind of have that flexibility.
Yep, indeed. But yeah, for Monkey kind of just said what he wanted to. Could have done something with a +2, but yeah, GG's. Otherwise, didn't really feel like he could do much there. But this is Monkey's last call here for game 4. Really trying to salvage this homestand to at least prevent the draw from being secured for Acosta. So, or not at the point. We'll see what he does for this one. He's going to go for a full send here. We've seen him go further and further up here, but no success thus far. At this point, Monkey might feel a little lost here. So, we'll see what he does. This is a very crucial game for him to win because it's a lot of pressure to lose 4 and then win 4 straight.
For sure. I mean, what else do you do at that point? There's nowhere else to go but up at that point.
That is true. But we'll get things going here. Avion will have the initialize for game 4. Yeah, but he is going 15, unfortunately, in the just yeah, I'm not really sure what's up with Avion right now, but there we go. All right,
There
well,
he is.
game 4. Yeah, no, I think maybe the internet's getting us all here, but anyways, blue 9. So Nick's card is gonna start out, and Monkey's gonna be able to play right away by going 1 down. I'm gonna mention this. I mean, for Acosta, he has two Plan A wins thus far. Really, just kind of able to find his connections, get the switches he needs at the right time, and just capitalize. So for him, he's been doing a good job with that here. I'm wondering how Monkey's gonna respond here, because so far it's been for him, he kind of gets run to a dead end at some point and doesn't really have a way to get out. And Acosta's really kind of controlling the pace of the game. But we keep it rolling with blue here. Andy's card gets played, and Brad's, and then also Onjak, 2023 Super League player. And then we get to switch into Bowtie, so it's the first time we go out of blue here. Now, again, Monkey looking for something here. He's really trying to find that draw from Acosta to give himself a bit of leverage, but Acosta's actually going to bring it back to the blue, had the card efficiency there. Wants to keep it going on blue a little longer.
If I was Monkey, I definitely would want to take the aggressive approach and kind of bring the ball back into our court and hopefully secure a win here to make it at least 3-1.
Well, I mean, there's your aggressive approach there. I mean, he just did a 3-card switch out of blue into yellow and then crossed over the
Yep.
4. So I mean, he has the lead right now. It's still a bit early, but he is running this green right now. Acosta trying to fight back with the red here, and it's another switch from Monkey. He has the green. Does Acosta have the response? Can he keep it going on green? Does he have a crossover? He will keep it going on green.
We're still running down the fairway here. Green 4 now.
For you, Spear, quite fond of the fairway drive here. So
Absolutely. It's after 10 o'clock.
it is
Do you know
after
where your
10
children
o'clock.
are?
It is after 10 o'clock. We are going on some drives here. And Acosta is really trying for this red here. Uses the wild.
We don't
And
talk about
Monkey's...
short being in the weird time zone.
Yeah, we don't. I'm not really sure what... I think he's from a made-up place, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, as far as I know, EST is the only place that's actually a thing, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean,
Getting into the red here.
Both the
Yep,
players are EST, so it makes sense. But
it does for sure.
Monkey is running this red at the moment now, which is good for him actually, because he's low, so doing a pretty good job at the moment.
I mean, Monkey's got the advantage on cards. He's got half as many as Acosta does. Acosta, of course, taking a while to type. He might actually have some sort of run here. If not the finisher, it could be close.
It's gonna be really tragic for Monkey here if this is a finisher. But I mean, Acosta definitely trying to think on this one. Yeah, I mean, a little quick game. We're only about to hit 4 minutes. Acosta is typing for a while here.
I mean, what the heck do you do if you're Monkey at that point?
Oh
Oh, goodness gracious.
no. Oh no, it's another
Come
+4. The
on,
plus
man.
fours have been the center of disaster for Monkey and the center of success for Acosta here, as he is down to 2, and that will do it with another one. Throws
Oh,
2
goodness
more onto the
gracious.
pile here, and Acosta has been guaranteed at least a point.
6-0 on +4s is absolutely crazy work at this point.
Crazy work, but work that will get him at least 1 point here, and now he just has to win one of these next 4 to get the full 3. I mean, Acosta, it's been quite the wild series for you. I mean, that's 3 plan A's for you, and these +4s have been coming in your favor here. Just kind of any comments on how this has gone, and now with you having the 4-0 lead, how you kind of approach this homestand now, only needing one of these wins to get the full 3 points. Just not fair in that game, yeah.
I
I
agree
mean,
for sure.
that's just kind of how it is sometimes, unfortunately. It's really, that's kind of the game of Uno. It sucks for Monkey, but There's points where you can't really do that. I think the good thing for Monkey right now, at least, is he's had the win match day 1, so even if he does lose this, it's not like the worst position. Because I mean, if he lost match day 1, then they'd kind of be in a bad spot. But I mean, if he does lose this, it's still, obviously it still sucks to walk away with nothing, but still have 3 points on the board, and you're still gonna be at least second on the table. But
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
Mhm.
You just want to get some sort of, point advantage in your favor. Get some sort of track record on the books.
Yeah. That's where homestand just going how it goes. Monkey, any comments on that one? I really don't think there is much to say though. I mean, you were down to 3, so you were close, but just kind of did not seem to find the ammo. Now, hopefully, something could get me some game wins in the next 4 because this whooping is just shocking. Yeah, I'm not really sure this is the way I was thinking this was going to go coming into this. But I mean, that's where we are right now. We are halfway through. It cost us won all 4 so far, looking to make it 5 straight. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be interesting because this is the first time this series where the pick is limited here because no 10, no 11, no 13, no 15. So I'm curious where Acosta goes. I mean, we've seen him win on all of these. It seems like he's been able to run this plan A pretty well besides game 2, which he had to work for a little bit, but yeah, this is I'm interested by this call for 6. I mean, your thoughts, Tapir?
Well, it's gonna go 6. Yeah, for game 5. Um, I wonder if maybe he just wants to get it done as quick as possible, right? No power play, nothing that can stop him. He's hoping that maybe the cards are gonna stay in his favor for one more game, and then he can make it a 5-0 sweep. So if he can end it quick and easy for Monkey at this point, I think Acosta, that'll be his plan of action.
I mean, we still do play 6, 7, 8 even if Acosta does win this. So that would apply for gold game differential at that point. But I'm
Oh,
curious by
okay, I
this
didn't
because
know that.
we've seen the mid tier and high tier work very well for Acosta. So I'm a little surprised he decided to go with the low tier here. We'll get the start from Abion here whenever he's set. But yeah, it's not the series I've been expecting so far, but I think Acosta, I mean, he has some wiggle room here. Could just try something out, and if it doesn't work, maybe go somewhere else.
Definitely have to see what happens here as we await the setup from Abion.
Not really sure where Abion went. I mean, if it takes another minute, I'm probably
Just
just gonna
lurking
do it.
behind somewhere.
If it takes another minute, probably will just have to throw it in myself. But yeah, it's taking a second on this one. So, I mean, I guess Tapir, just any thoughts going into this game here for 6? Do we see a quick one? Do we see one that gets kind of drawn out with the draws? Or maybe something in between?
Well, yeah, as always with a 6 card start, you have a lot more limited options as to what cards you can play. Um, Typically, we utilize Draw City a lot more in the lower starts than we do in the higher ones, just because you don't have as much room to bend and move with your hands, of course. So we'll see what happens. I'm definitely expecting a little bit of Draw City in this one, barring some crazy run from either side at this point. But the way it's looking, it would be from Acosta more than Monkey.
All right, I'm not really sure where Avion is. I'm just gonna get this one rolling here.
Go ahead and wind it up and get us off on the red 9. Acosta, first homestand. He
Red
picked it.
9.
He's going to go first. Let's see what he does with this red 9.
I mean, there's a chance he could just draw here. We've seen that before with the low tier starts.
Very
So I
true.
mean, That is on the table here. I'm curious if he gets another +4 here. We've seen him be able to find a +4, I think, every game thus far. So the +4 factor is going high right now for Acosta.
Definitely, yeah. There's for 6-0 on the +4s, there's no doubt that it could become 7-0 very, very quickly. He does not, though. He's going to take it to the red 8. And Monkey now with the red 3. So we're staying on the red for right now. A little bit of a passive approach.
But now
Switch
we
to
gotta
blue
switch.
just as I say that.
I mean, I've been talking about these switches have been coming in at the right time for Acosta, been able to control the pace of the game here. So it could be another instance where it works out here as we get a ditto. So many dittos in this series. But yeah, for Acosta, I mean, he is out for blood here to try to get this 5th game win and seal Monkey's fate here as quick as he can. But yeah, because I mean, get the game win here, then you're just kind of worrying about game differential, which I mean, could be important down the line. I mean, I mean, higher game differential is big if you get a tie on the points, but you know, it's more like a second priority compared to the 3 points. Monkey seems to be excited about it. Got a good card, he says. Costa goes with the blue. I guess Avian's internet is bad. That's probably what's happening. So, um, a lot of people with internet going wrong here. That's it's weird.
It's going around, yeah. Monkey gets himself down to 2. Acosta's still at 6. Switch over to yellow, of course. Let's see what he can do now.
I do want to point this out. I think it's interesting because Monkey did +4 green and then immediately switched out of green into the wild. So this is his first +4. I mean, based off his reaction, he got that off the top deck. I'm wondering if that actually did save him the game. But I mean, for Monkey,
Very, very possible.
well, for Monkey, he's now at Uno. Unless there's a horrible misplay. Well, okay, that's not even Uno. It's just the game. Monkey finally on the board here. Gets a big top deck to save him. All right, Monkey, you have one on the board here. That's the first of 4 you need. Thoughts on getting that one? I mean, that was a big card. That was a big card to draw there to keep yourself alive. And then for Acosta, I guess what was the last 2 cards there? Because for him, and you looked like you were about to wrap this series up. I mean, Tapir, any thoughts on that? I mean, it's kind of similar to game 1 in a way, except this time it's really Monkey with a big top deck to save him there. Because I mean, otherwise he was kind of stranded. He was kind of in a bit of a tough spot there. Well, also, I mean, he held the wild as well, so I think that's kind of interesting point to mention as well, because he held the wild instead of just trying to go for the yellow there. Double ones.
Yeah, not a whole lot for me there. Just that Monkey's, finally on the board. He's got, the first out of 4, as you mentioned. For Monkey, he's only really playing for the draw at this point. Just to get an even situation and stop it from getting worse. Get even or get even worse. And we'll see really how he can do that. For Acosta, we've seen, other players choke that lead in tremendous fashion, but I don't think that'll be the case. I think he'll do all he can to at least get that one win and then those extra 3 points.
All right, well, 1 down, 3 to go for Monkey to try to make this back here. We'll have Acosta has the game 6 call, so 6 ultimately didn't work out. He was in a good spot, but ultimately a top deck +4 cost him there. So we'll see if he tries to say, okay, he is gonna go back up to the higher tier. So it's like this is like the bridge between mid tier and high tier.
For sure, just doubling it and give it to the next person.
You know, sometimes that does work out, but game 6 call. There's been internet problems tonight. Although I don't think I'm having any internet problems, so that's at least good on my end because then the stream's fine. But it's
Yeah, I
kind of been
think I can hear you loud and clear.
something weird that's been popping up across the board for most people.
Yeah, myself included, but I think I'm good now. I don't think there's been any issues.
Yeah, I don't think you've had any issues since the start of the match, so I think we're doing fine there. Yeah, again, I mean, I'll give Bobby on a minute or two. If its internet's still kind of out, I'll just start up.
I think if I were you, I'd just go ahead and wind it up because it's clear that it's very spotty for him right now. Understandable, of course, but sometimes it happens that you're just not available.
So yeah, we'll just start it up here. And 12, and there we go. For Horton and
It's my card!
It is your card. I think this is the second time we started on red 4, actually, so that's 2 in the series, but we are underway here. I mean, again, Acosta looking to get the 3 points here. Monkey looking to mount a crazy comeback to salvage a point. Would be similar to Juve Dortmund, that match in the Champions League earlier today. Crazy finish there, but not exactly the same. It'd be a 4-0 comeback rather than a 4-2 comeback, but yeah, we start with red here, and we are rolling with the reds here. No immediate switch, but it's just gonna keep going on the red.
Yeah, so far staying right where we need to be.
All right, well, that's the first switch. Going to yellow. I mean, again, it's early, so really it's just kind of who draw. All right. Anyways, a big run from Acosta here. Three card run.
Knocks out both yellow skips. Monkey playing it cool with the Rogers 4. Acosta switching over to the green 4. Captain's card.
That's an interesting light switch because I mean Acosta with a big run there on yellow, then immediately get switches out. So he's starting this green now with the lead. And I guess switch to blue. That'll be Pandora's.
Open wide open now. 2 down. 6 up to the top floor. Acosta with the lead here by now 3 cards. Monkey going back over to yellow with the yellow wild.
Ooh,
Interesting, kind of just putting the brake on that run on the blue.
Monkey ties it there. Acosta still out on the yellow here. Monkey looking to get this rolling here and gets to switch the green, so that'll give him the lead. It's 3-5. Does Acosta have a play here to try and reel Monkey back in?
Monkey just figuring, nope. All I wanted was that one in yellow. In a sense, I wonder if he actually wanted to set up that number efficiency. Maybe he only had that one yellow, and it wasn't even his plan to stay there for too long.
I mean, that could give him the lineup to the finish here. That could be why he did it. But for Acosta, he's looking to try and reel him back in. And again, Acosta just needs one more win to secure the 3 points here. Monkey is just fighting to salvage at least 1 point, go up to 4 on the table.
Go for a little truce here.
Ooh.
just to
And
end it.
it's actually going to be a little scoreboard flip there, as Acosta with the +2 flips the scoreboard in his favor. Another wild from Monkey.
Oh, goodness. He's definitely playing the ISO game at this point, because remember, yep, there you go. Acosta draws again. And he's
It's his
got
own
the
card.
one zone card for sure, possibly on a top deck. Let's see if maybe he set up number efficiency. He does not. He's going to draw.
Yeah,
Definitely doesn't have a finish at this point.
I think on that one, that was more of just to kind of isolate, because I think that +2 kind of threw off what he was going for. So they just kind of
Yes.
waited out a little bit, try to get something, tried to get something going in the draws.
Going to be a yellow one for Monkey, and Acosta drawing again. Switch to blue now. The gangsta, Peter Onjak.
So Monkey actually is the one who initialized the switch here, so I'm curious to see what he finds. He is still pretty low, so I mean he didn't really draw too much. Yeah, but this is another new color for Acosta here. This yellow has been a nightmare for him. We'll see what he has on the blue. We saw a +2 slap last time on green. Could we see something similar potentially?
We haven't been in blue
And
a little while.
we do see another slap, but it's gonna be a door opener on the skip.
Monkey closing it there with the Nam 4. I was going to
Yeah.
say, it's been a little while since we've gotten into blue, but it's been even longer since we've gotten into red since the beginning of the game. And we still haven't gotten back to it. I have to think that both players have at least something in red just because they've been drawing for so long.
Yeah, plausible theory there. We could see this red come into play as we go along, but I mean, for Acosta, it's I'm not really sure where he stands at the moment. Switches into yellow, maybe looking for another stall out in the yellow here, maybe looking to just get rid of it. Blue the 9, and we're probably getting to switch into red right here. What color
Oh,
have you
I
not
think
seen?
it's maybe red. Just a hunch.
I mean, we haven't seen Navy yet. Navy has not popped up.
Oh,
Um,
man.
Still has not popped up. Was he going the red? Still no purple either.
No purple, no orange. Barely any brown.
I don't remember. I don't remember seeing. I do not remember seeing brown, but um, I digress. And Acosta with no red. So this is a very very dire situation for Acosta here. It looks like his hand is a complete mess at the moment, which is not what he needs to get this game win. And another wild from Monkey. He's been finding those wilds. And that might be a little bit of a frustrating play for Acosta there. May be forced to draw unless he has something. No, he does not. I mean, with Monkey down to 2, that could be curtains on this game.
I feel like Acosta's been drawing on every single color. Yep, there we go. Comeback trail now for Monkey. 2 in a row. Last 2
Did
games have gone to Monkey, and it's like I believe, aren't we 6-0 on away steals?
we are on 6. We are 6-0 right now. So Monkey looking to make this an 8-0 here on the aways. But I mean, did that without a +4, but a lot of wilds there on that one. So
Crazy.
wilds coming into clutch there. I mean, Monkey got able to find the wilds there really, and use that to your advantage. Thoughts on getting your second game win and now making this comeback a little bit more plausible? I do want to ask, did we not? I think we did see a top to bottom comeback before. We saw it go down to the wire in match day 1 with Lara and Gon. Gon went down 4-0, but then brought it back to 4-3. Did not win that final game though. So we've seen it before, but we've seen it before come close, but we haven't seen the full comeback be completed. Thoughts being goofball in the wild, it's just going back color. None of us have was funny until it actually gave me something I needed. This happy camper is still happy. Alright, and Nick giving his commentary here as Monkey is locking in. Acosta, I mean, any comments on that? It's the wilds really threw you into a loop there, and ultimately it just seemed like your hand was very all over the place. Couldn't really find the connections towards the end there. Any takeaways now that it's 2 in a row here? You do need one win, so you're still in a fine spot, but the pressure is definitely amping up a little bit to try and secure these 3 points. Couldn't do much really. All right, and then has something else to say, and then we'll jump into game 7. Just moving on. All right, so game 7 here, Acosta with the call. 6 didn't work, 12 didn't work, so now I'm really trying to think what could work here. I mean, Shapiro, any thoughts on what Acosta may go with next?
I feel like he might split the difference, go down to 9. Just a little hunch.
He could. And again, no 10, 11, 13, 15. Double reverses in red. Yeah, so I mean that would have been another one where like he kind of like stalls himself out.
We've exhausted all the double digits except for 14. There it is.
Here's the thing. I was gonna think Acosta would have tried to go for 14 at the start with game 5 because the hide tier was working for him, but that's not what ended up happening there. Went with 6, and now he is bringing it out in game 7. So green reverse kickoff, and Acosta really looking to get this game win. Does not want to fret this game 8 being a big game here to determine who gets 3 points. Determine whether he gets 3 points or 1.
Definitely doesn't want to sweat here. I figure he thinks maybe if he won on 13, maybe he won on 15, he should win on 14. It's just right there in the middle. Split the difference between the two. Starting on a green reverse, door is wide open. Essentially a free choice as far as ammo is concerned. But he doesn't go with that. He elects for the green 5. Just keeping it cool on the colors.
I feel like we don't really see many people jump on the ammo for an ammo start unless it's like a really low card count. But yeah, I mean Troy Costa really just would prefer staying on the original color rather than using the reverse to go somewhere else.
Yeah, for sure. You usually only see that on a 5, 6, or 7. Monkey immediately switching over to red here. The red 5 being played. 1 down to it's Macad, red 4.
There is Tapir's card, and we don't stay on it for long. We go into the red 1. Again, kind of the pace that we've seen from some of these games at the start where we just kind of roll down to the numbers until someone goes for that first attack on the ammo. But we do get another switch into yellow this time. Hour 13 on the stream here. This has been about a medium, middle of the road pace for this Super League match. And Acosta's actually going to go for the crossover in the blue. I mean, Tapir, as you kind of roll down on these numbers here, just kind of thoughts on as we go closer, just kind of like the tension that builds up here as Monkey goes for the first ammo of the game with the skip.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Just kind of as we roll down the cards here with not really any big swings, just kind of their thoughts on like the tension, just kind of like when to pull the trigger on like any ammo you might have.
Yeah, so when you get down here with the not so much right now, but further along as you get into like the 5, 4, 3 range, you definitely want to get be mindful of those runs, right? The 6, 5, 4 runs that can happen, and just maybe your intuition kicks in and figure out when you can play those runs best. But I find something that happens more often than it should is when both players have an exceptional run and you have to figure out when you want to pull that trigger, as you said, and maybe it's one card too early. Maybe you have a card in a different color that you want to get rid of before you pull that trigger. And sometimes it ends up being the death of you, but really, hindsight's always 2020. There's just nothing you can do at that point. Quick check here. Acosta trying to get to green, but Monkey's shutting that down automatically,
It's really
going
been
back
these
into the yellow.
it's been these wilds here that have been a big help for Monkey, not necessarily the +4s in this away stand for him. These wilds have really put Acosta in a bad spot, and we are going to have a game 8 that matters a lot here. Monkey has found another one, and it's another wild that ends up blocking Acosta out on playing. So also gets the second +4 to finish it off. So I mean, it's been quite this series here. I mean, 4 straight for Acosta. Monkey looking for 4 straight here. That was only 339. So it's been quite the crazy series here. Monkey, it was looking dire at first. Your thoughts here as you look to salvage the tie?
As he types, I just want to point out here with those stats, Wilds 6-2 to Monkey. The +4s are swapped 6-2 to Acosta. The skips 6-4 to Monkey. +2 6-4 to Acosta. So it's kind of going back and forth here. The only really difference is those reverses. Acosta having the upper hand 7-4. But it seems like Monkey doesn't really need those +4s, and he's finding a way to kind of skirt around them.
I mean, he's been really finding a way to kind of stall Acosta out with a lot of these wild plays. That's really where he's been able to find it. But I mean, again, looking at the table here, I mean, a draw here would put Monkey at 4, and then a 3-way tie for second with Acosta getting a point, and Acosta winning would jump him up to first in the table, with Monkey dropping the second with a tie with both at 3, but game differential will go in Acosta's favor. Yeah, I mean, this has been an away series. There's not really power plays to disrupt it here. It's interesting. I mean, Acosta said he had cards, so I'm wondering if maybe the patience bit him there. Um, I guess for Acosta, I guess that's what I kind of would ask Acosta, like, were you a little too patient there, and ultimately got the better of you there as we now go into the final game of the series. Wish you had the pig wow emoji, and oh yeah, the one that's up your head. That is a, I don't know where that one's from. But yeah, I mean, what a series. Yeah, I guess, but it's expected in Super League. Yeah, I mean, this has been quite the series here. I mean, it was looking like Acosta was going to run away with this, and now Monkey has pulled it back, and we are going into this final game with points still on the line here. Monkey looking to get a point, Acosta looking to take all 3. Just your thoughts going into this final match, or this final game here.
Well, that was me, right? Just
Yeah.
double checking. Yeah, yep. So just you don't really expect it to go 4-0 to 4-3, right? So Monkey's got the momentum here. It's going to be interesting to see what he picks for his final game. That could be crucial. Just which number do you want to play? Put down for that final game. Acosta definitely, desperately trying to get that last win and secure those extra 2 points. But at the end of the day, if it's the cards that are going to force you into a truce, it'll be the truce you're going to have to take.
All right, well, we will see how this one unfolds here. We are about to get things going. He's going to try 14 again, so this is the first time we are trying a card start again. Let's see how this goes here. Final game, game 8. All comes down to this. What will the starting card be to kick things off? That we will find out. Game, yep. Will Acosta win or will it be a draw? Let's find out here. We are going to get things going right now. And good luck. And for the start, it is the blue 2, so it's Brad's card. So again, we will see what ends up happening here.
Nitro just allows you to use emojis from anywhere.
Yeah. But yellow 2.
I figured I'd just decide to, take the bait. I figured after a while that, well, number one, I need it for longer posts. So, like, if I do media posts and things, definitely want to have that expanded character limit. That was my main reason. And then, secondly, it is nice to have emojis from anywhere that you can use, especially if it's a server that doesn't have very many. Back to the game, though, we switch to yellow. The
This is
bow
a
tie deuce
this is
back into
for
yellow.
this is 4 2s in a row here, so we are staying on this number 2. Because we started on blue, then we went yellow, red, and then crossover back into yellow, so double yellow 2 from Acosta. He'll skip, green skip, looking for a bit of a run here. And this will give Monkey the definitive lead. Looking for something big here, +2, and ends it with the green 5. So Acosta up to 14, Monkey down to 9. I mean, this is kind of what Monkey has to do here. He wants to at least give himself a lead to at least feel he's in control for the most part, but a quick switch by Acosta back into the yellow is going to try to disrupt that. It's another wild. Another wild comes into play here, and it is going to be blue. So these wilds have been huge for Monkey in this back half. +4s have seen the dried out on Acosta's end. And just probably as a whole. Well, Acosta now thinking on this one here. I mean, to appear with how this is going here, it just kind of threw thoughts on what position both these players are in at the moment here in the middle of this game.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the aggression is definitely picking up. Monkey taking throwing fisticuffs with the +2, and Acosta responding with the +2 of zone double play. Certainly, you can see that they desperately want this last win. Monkey just trying to take the draw and just get 1 point to his name. Acosta, of course, wanting to take that from him and then add another 2 onto his own resume. Acosta with a +6, actually. There with a triple play into the background 8. One
And that
up
was
to the red
after
9 here.
and that was after the immediate slap on the blue. So he had both blue +2s there, and now it goes into red. So that throws Monkey back quite a bit here. Bit of a
He did
honestly a bit of a
decide
scoreboard
to
flip.
go for the split ammo approach. I guess maybe he decided that it would be 8 cards. 8 was enough instead of the maximum of 12.
Costa's out on red here. Might be stuck scrambling for a little bit here. Because I mean he did the play out of blue and now is out on red. So this could spell trouble for Acosta here. So we're getting close to 5 minutes. Alright, red reverse screen 6. Alright, and then the blue
Switch to
6
blue
from
there.
Monkey.
Acosta now with half as many cards. He's at 6. Monkey all the way up at 12 right now. Interestingly, we did see a 6-card run from Acosta earlier in the series. Unfortunately, not here, though. He's going to go to yellow. Going to bring him down to 5 cards in his hand. Monkey, let's see if he's got a yellow. He probably does. Well, he's going to go for the +4 approach. Send Acosta back another 4. Going to really even up the scoreboard here. Acosta at 9, Monkey at 10, so just a slight advantage.
Alright, well, I mean, yeah, that +4 stuff gonna even things out a little bit here, but immediate switch into yellow here is gonna try to throw him off.
Acosta
Again.
got to that yellow anyway, even after that +4 fade off. It might not matter though, because whatever Acosta was planning, he's now got 4 more cards to work with, whether he likes it or not. Are running on the yellow solidly though. Let's see what Monkey does here. Draws. Could be big for Acosta if he wants to keep going on the yellow. Depends what he got from the draw. 4 freshies. At least one of them was yellow. Yellow 5, yellow 6 now for Monkey.
Alright, and then yellow 8. So, I mean, we were running yellow right now, and we are running it down. Monkey is
Definitely
actually...
draining the reserves.
Monkey is out in it. Oh my god, another +4, and that one could have very well been something in the essence of a top deck there. Another +4 there. The +4s are coming from Monkey here, so we get a back and forth war here on the ammo for Game 8, the final game of this series. For Costa, for him, I mean, it was down to 5. I mean, gotta be frustrating on that one. Could have been close to a finish, but now we're gonna have to have his hand reshuffled and trying to pick up the pieces from there.
The fireworks are definitely popping off, G. Definitely seeing some aggression coming out. Extinction burst of activity here as we get into the final game. Another triple play there from Acosta. No damage dealt to Monkey per se. So Monkey still has the 7 cards. Tied it up now.
I guess my question now is, does Acosta have anything left on blue? It's just going to be him forced into a draw here. No, he still has some blue left. Has double blue 8, actually. Really trying to find what he needs to get to the end. We saw this situation play in match day 1, as I mentioned before, between Lara and Gon. Gon brought it all the way back from 4-0 down, 4-0 down, but ultimately fell a little short at game 8. But Monkey trying to bring it back here, and Acosta looking to make that 2-0 on that kind of comeback. Not happening. Really down to the wire here on this one. Low cards. I mean, any good card could really play a big factor in this one. Any saves potentially to this point could be the difference maker. A big wild yellow here from Acosta, looking to force the situation here. Monkey has to respond. He does not have a response here. Does that do it for Acosta? Double Uno log there. Hobby on internet is all over the place. Can Acosta finish the game here, or is Acosta down to Uno? Only down to Uno here. Yellow 9. Does Monkey have a response?
He's at 3. It would be incredible if he swept it out.
Yellow 4.
Nothing yet.
Is that gonna do it here? Is it double yellow to finish? No, it is not.
No.
Needed something else to go his way, and that top deck could have saved Monkey the series.
All right, back into Draw City we go. Back out of the danger zone for right now.
I'm really curious if Acosta needed the efficiency on the 9 and just did not get it there. Alright, top deck is a yellow 0. Gonna be tough to switch out of, but we've seen it before. Gets another yellow 9. Yep, Bobby, you're good. Draw, do we get the switch here? I mean, this could be a tell on what Acosta actually needed.
We'll see.
Green 9, yeah, I'm wondering if maybe that was his last card he needed to get the switch to finish, and that top deck yellow 4 really threw that out. That could be a frustrating one for Acosta if he cannot find a way to pull this one out. Yeah, but I mean, he's down to 3 here. Monkey's at 4. We are on green. Can Acosta roll with the green here? He's taking a second to think on this. I mean, halfway through the deck, we could maybe take a quick look at the history in a little bit. Green 3 keeps it going here. Can Monkey keep it going? I mean, he didn't have yellow before. Could he have the green? Is typing it up. Another +4 from Monkey. I think is that his third of this match? I mean, his third of this game.
Gotta be. Gotta be.
Another one had the +2 there. I mean, he's had 3 of these this game. So
I mean, he's had all of them. We've only had 3 played so far. The 2 regular ones.
The differential on the stat and the +4s is coming back in this game alone, which is not what Acosta wanted.
See, we talk about law of averages all the time, all the dang time on this spot, and it's finally coming back to bite Acosta in the behind.
I mean, this is gonna be a very impressive win from Acosta if he could find a way to win this, despite being down 3-0 on the +4s in this game alone. But he forces a draw out of Monkey after getting the switch in the green and may be able to get things rolling here. He gets a self-ditto here on the green 7. Really coming down to the wire here on this one. And suddenly, despite the +4, Acosta has found himself back into 3, and we get a switch into red.
3 and 3 for right now, for sure.
I mean,
let's be honest. Let's be honest, G. It is going to be impressive for either player. Hold the phone.
Ooh, red reverse. It's only Uno.
Oh, just check there. Just to check. It'll be impressive for either player if they pull out the win for very different reasons.
Do we get double Uno here, or is Costa have the response? He does not have anything. Can a Monkey complete the comeback? No, he cannot. Draws 1 card short. And
3
we
to
still
2 now on cards. And we were really just down to the wire. Like, at any point could be the ending right here.
I mean, this is top deck. I mean, this is top deck territory here. I mean, someone gets a big top deck that could do it. I mean, red 4, you see it right there.
Plain as day. Even number efficiency, right? Even if you pick up the right number, that would just seal the deal. Like maybe Monkey has a 4. No, not right there.
Yeah, no 4
but it
there.
is possible at any point. It is possible.
I mean, that's the thing where it's kind of gets scary when you're low down, because you're in the range if you're someone low to be able to benefit from the top deck and just end it right there. We've seen that countless of times in the league. Acosta with a top deck 7. He's really hoping Monkey gets a draw here. No, it's another red 3, but this one is not really going to lead anywhere. Alright, we'll see what Acosta does here. I mean, Monkey has been able to find these top deck reds. This one's not going to do anything. We saw red 3 earlier, so Monkey drawing again. I mean, again, he is still low on the cards. He still is staying in that Uno range, so he is still in the range where he could benefit from big top deck. There's still 1 +4 left. We've seen Monkey get 3 of them. I mean, if he gets that 4th, there's a big switch there. Now you really don't know, because he got the switch into green. And Monkey has just been getting back-to-back top decks to keep himself low here. Green 9, I mean, for Acosta, may not be able to do anything. No, Monkey does not have green as his last card. That last card is still a big mystery here. But Acosta may be able to get rolling. No, he does not. It has no more green. And this time, Monkey is not going to get the top deck to go back to Uno. Acosta with a green 0. Again, tough switch here. Not going to get it, but I mean, he is kind of reeling him back in with the top decks, but Monkey gets another one. Longest game of the series, 15 minutes, 30 seconds. And this has been quite the ending for this series, especially with how it started. We are back into red, trying to force another draw here. Maybe Acosta looking for the, and we get a ditto. Both with the red 6. Is this going to be a draw for both here? Yes, it will be. So both with the red 6 they wanted to get rid of, and now they are back in draw city in the red. Another draw from Acosta. Monkey has just been able to find top deck after top deck. He is just staying low on these cards. He is still in the position to benefit off something big. For Acosta, really just trying to find the answers here, and I'm not really sure if he has them right now. Acosta typing it up here, maybe looking for something. No draws. Acosta's up to 8. Monkey has still stayed down. He's stayed low. He's at 3.
Monkey hanging low for right now.
Oh, wild from Monkey, trying to
Taking
force
the
check.
initiative.
That's another top deck from Monkey. Monkey has been able to find all these top decks in this cycle to stay low on the cards. Just kind of been able to stay in it and be able to stay in this range where he can benefit from a big draw like this with the wild. And Acosta just got rid of a good chunk of his hand right there.
Oh,
Plus
that's
2
going to
as
be
well.
a 4-bagger, a quad play with the +2. One from everything in the book. +2, skip, reverse, and a regular number. Monkey responding with the 8, double it, give it to the next person.
Yeah,
What does
that's the kick of
Acosta have? Was he sandbagging this entire time?
I mean, that's the kick of adrenaline Acosta needed there, because he was in a very long draw spell there. But
Was he just waiting for the right cards? Not right
gets a
now. He's
switch
going to go to green.
back into green. Can he run with
Could this have been? Could this have been a drawn-out split ammo kind of play?
Potentially. I mean, these top decks are running out for Monkey here. Does not seem to be finding any of these. That last +4 is still a mystery. Does someone have it? That is the question.
Pendulum.
Monkey typing up.
Monkey's pendulum swinging back over, away from him at this point.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, again, Costa down to 3 and Monkey down to 5. I mean, 18 minutes on this one. This has been quite the ending. Acosta trying to prevent Monkey from getting the point. Switch the blue. We have not seen blue in a while. This could be big.
It's going to be big. He is down to 2. Just dose. Monkey taking it 1 up to the Brad Deuce. Acosta in the red zone.
Is Monkey out of options here, or does he have something else up his sleeve here? Acosta feels close here. Yeah, it's a big switch to blue.
Anytime you're at 2 cards, always feels close. I don't care if you have the finish yourself. If Monkey still has a 5-card finish, he is sweating right now.
No, and that's
He's
it. The
got
last
it.
+4. Acosta has it, and it's 5-3. It's
Got it.
wow. And for the second time
5
in
to 3.
Super League.
Took it down.
And for the second time in Super League, a 4-0 comeback is denied in the final game, and Acosta will take all 3 points. What a finish to that one. I mean, Acosta walked me through the emotions through that one. I mean, there was a lot of times you were stressing over that one, and yeah, I mean, that was a very, very, very very intense ending of that, especially with me going up 4-0 and then having the fight through that, and then finally getting it in game 8 to be able to get 3 points. Yeah, I mean, what an ending to that one. This Monkey will fall a little short here, and Acosta barely able to hang on to get 3 points. Where's the excitement? Tournament 5. Alright. Well,
It
while
felt like
Acosta's...
every T5 game was just top decks and massive blowouts. So it was only a half truth for that.
I mean, yeah, definitely, but with how this one ultimately plays out, it's gonna be Acosta getting the win. And then again, quick comments here from Acosta. It was great on shutting the door on that. I'm gonna type something else here. While he's typing, Monkey, I mean, any thoughts? You were really close to making the comeback, but unfortunately fall 1 game short. I don't know what I could have done better. First 4 games for Horde for card luck and only when it cost us way, but I started getting happy to keep the game going. So the power of whimsical joy for Monkey fueled him to try to get the point, and unfortunately comes up a little short there. Very long final game there, though. Good fight from both.
For sure. Yeah, but they both put up a really good fight tonight. And regardless of what you say about just being the 8 games and it ended in, not necessarily a bracket tournament, it was still a very exciting series to end the evening.
For sure. All right, and then for Acosta, while +4 has been playing the match with Neville since it was a top deck after top deck, and then for Monkey, I'm just happy the way it ended. It just not a horrible ending, which is fair enough. Because I mean, Acosta at points it looked like it was a rolling through that one and like just kind of steamrolling Monkey, but for Acosta, move on. GG's to the Banana Man. Indeed, GG's to the Banana Man. Sapir, any final thoughts here as we'll take a look at the updated schedule now with Acosta securing the win and 3 points, and now also takes over the lead in Group B.
No, I'm just about spent for the night. Other than congrats again to Acosta on that 5-3 victory, and well played to Monkey. Put up a hell of a fight for sure.
All right, well, that will do it for us. Thank you so much for watching this Super League stream. We'll have some more coverage for you tomorrow with Toaster Guy background at 4 p.m. and then Nick Caesar at 7 p.m. Nick Caesar will start off Group A's action for Match Day 2, and then Thursday at 1 p.m. we'll wrap up Match Day 2 with Brad and Gon, and then that will wrap up the second week of Super League. But until then, thank you all so much for watching this stream. On behalf of my co-comments here, Tapir, our ref Avion, and our players, thank you all so much for watching. Congrats to Acosta on a massive win to get 3 points to kick off his Super League campaign strong. And we'll see what he does moving forward. But until then, I'm G-Man, and we will catch you all tomorrow for some more Super League action. Till then, though, have a good night.
This has been a special presentation of MRE Uno Division 1 Super League 2025.